Hello YouTube, welcome to a new episode of Synth News, a format with all your synth news of the week. Big thanks already for the support of the last few episodes. Let's start with a summary of a quite calm week. On Monday, Version released two important updates for CubeSynth and Microterra synthesizer for iOS. With this update, both apps support now the 64-bit environment, which is really important for the next major iOS version. Apple plan to no longer support older 32-bit apps. So easy say, if you use older apps with 32-bit support only, and you don't know if this developer will update the app, don't update to the next major iOS version, because in future iOS versions will not longer support these kind of apps. Further, Amazing Noise released a new version of the additive synthesizer Dark Synth for Ableton Live. This free update to version 1.1 adds several new instrument tracks to the synthesizer. It's not a big update, but a cool one, which adds more sounds to the factory library. If you need some interesting new synth timbres to your Ableton setup, check Dark Synth from Amazing Noise. Also on Monday I found an interesting video interview about the live rig of Robert Trish. For information, Robert Trish produced over 30 years already music and is well known for his ambient tracks. This video interview is exciting because we receive a good overview how he works on stage with all the synthesizers and other instruments. On Tuesday, Electro Harmonics announced a new guitar synthesizer pedal with the name Synth 9 synthesizer machine. This new pedal transforms the tone of your guitar or bass in a vintage synthesizer. The pedal comes with 9 different presets, and each preset emulates one popular synthesizer from the past. For me personal, I love the idea of this pedal because this product opens guitarists the world to the synths. For a price of €239, it's a quite affordable pedal in my opinion, and it sounds great for a synth pedal. I'm looking forward to hear more demos from this new synth pedal. ePlex 7 DSP released on Tuesday the Particle Collider SX7 scientific hybrid synthesizer for Windows, a very interesting new VST synthesizer with some very unique sound features. It allows you to load your own waveforms, to resynthesize this with different special morpher engines with filters, glitch effects and other crazy features. The results are atmospheric pads, robotic sounds, special effects and other interesting unusual sounds. For me, Particle Collider SX7 is a very different kind of synthesizer and really shows why VST synthesizers are still so popular on the market. Especially with this new synth, you can create sounds what hardware stuff can do. For the future of computer synthesizer, I would like to see more high quality analog emulations like the uHear Pro, Diva or the Synapse Audio The Legend, or completely unusual synthesizers which are not possible and available in hardware. We don't need the 1000 middle class emulation of a hardware synthesizer, but some unique like this one. Too bad Particle Collider doesn't exist on Mac, so this one is only available to the Windows music world. On Wednesday we got the information that Vincenzo Parcella released an open source project which allows to use Ableton linked finally with modular synthesizers and other analog gear. It's based on a custom shield and board for the Raspberry Pi and on a special software script. This little open source device gives you clocks and reset signals to your Eurorack system and to all other analog gear. It works with Wi-Fi networks or also with Ethernet via an additional adapter. So you can jam along with your favorite software like Ableton Live, Reactor 6 or your favorite iOS apps in sync. A really cool project and for me the future bestseller on DIY soldering events. Thanks Vincenzo for this open source project. On the same day I found a quite interesting analog synthesizer made in Switzerland. The Electro Cosmos Cosmonaut was announced on Music Messe 2011. It comes with 2 oscillators with FM, 2 filters, a lot of routings of the envelopes and much more. After the Music Messe 2011 it was very quiet about this announcement. No new demo videos and also no new more information about this interesting synthesizer was published. This science can be interpreted as a retirement of the product. For me personal, the Synths has a quite unique and special design, due of the massive amount of knobs without any screen. It's a shame that we don't hear anything from this company. Hope that they maybe release a new design synth made in Switzerland in the future. I really appreciate people who develop instruments for free and offer them free of charge. One of these is the developer Flintpope. He released this week a new instrument for Reactor 6 full version, which comes with over 200 samples. With this new ensemble for Reactor 6, you can create beats, soundscapes and more. And if you get bored with the internal samples, you can change also the samples and create your own new sounds with this engine. Besides this release, you can find a lot of other instruments available for free. You can download all these virtual instruments for free, but there is also a Patreon page available where you can support the developer. Big thanks Flintpope for this release. Do you remember of my little presentation about the mandolin, the instrument which combines a modular synth and a violin? If yes, the same musician from Wintergatan, Martin Molin, released on Thursday a very nice new video showing how he built his latest instruments, the Music Box. This device is not a synthesizer, but for me a very unique instrument which I must announce here. The Music Box is an electromechanical music box that uses a punch strip to sequence the notes. About the new device, I really enjoy this presentation because these instruments are more than a simple instrument. For me it's a combination of art and design. I really recommend you to check out the latest video from Martin Molin from Wintergatan. Thanks God it's Friday. On this day, Behringer released an interview with Uli Behringer, the CEO of the company. In this video interview we get information what the philosophy of the DeepMind 12 is and from where they receive all the feature requests. Also there are leaks that the desktop version of the DeepMind 12 is coming soon. What would be a great decision because there are a lot of potential buyers ready to buy this synth. More interesting information he gives us about the future releases of the company Behringer in the synth market. In the video he said that they plan to release all the stuff what people want and that they aim to release synthesizers for $49 and a bit more. If this is real, that could be a serious competitor for the Korg Volca series and for the Monotron line. We know that people love cheap analog and digital synthesizers, which are portable and usable also outside of your studio. If they are good made, they will for sure sell them thousands of units. For me personal, it's now attractive to observe how many of these devices will really be released and what they allow to do. Can they do more than a Korg Volca or less? Rumors will coming for sure in the next months, and I am looking forward to what Behringer will release in 2017 and 2018. On Saturday, I received information that a new synthesizer for Reason Rack extension was released. Turn 2 On released Dying Star Polysynth Machine for Reason, and it's a free oscillator wavetable synthesizer. For Reason synthesizer it looks amazing and has a lot of features. I have a high expectation for my test of this new synthesizer because they write in the press release that they modeled high quality best known effect units. I will present it in future on my next Reason for Synth episode. Stay tuned for a big sound test and don't forget, if you are a Reason user, you can download free of charge a full 30 days demo of this synth without any random noise. For closing this episode, I want to give you my electronic music tip of the week. The producer deadmau5 released just before the weekend a free album on retransfer. You can download it free of charge, and in my personal opinion, it's a very experimental album with some very strange sounds. It's a nice gift from deadmau5, but this fact shows nice in my view that records can be shared for free to the music communities because today musicians like he makes more money on stage than with streaming and sales. As usual, you can find all the links to the news of the week in the video description. I hope you enjoyed this new episode of Synth News. Please write in the comments below what's your favorite news of the week and maybe what do you think about the Behringer plans. This would interest me a lot. If you liked this video, please leave a positive thumb and a subscription for more future videos on my channel. Big thanks for watching and for your continuous support. I will be happy to see you again in one of my next videos. Bye!